Welcome back, children. Today we begin the last unit from our Marigold textbook of Class 2, Unit 10, Strange Talk. Now this poem is about the sounds, the noises that are made by animals and birds, small and big. So shall we read the poem? Strange Talk by L.E. Yeats. A little green frog lived under a log, and every time he spoke, instead of saying good morning, he only said croak, croak. A duck lived by the waterside, and little did he lack. But when we asked, how do you do? He only said quack, quack. There was a green little frog who lived under a piece of wood, a log. And every time he spoke, instead of saying words, he only said croak, croak. There was a duck who lived by the waterside, and he had everything in the world. He did not lack anything. He did not need anything else. But whenever somebody asked him, how do you do? The duck only said quack, quack. A little pig lived in a sty, as fat as he could be, and when he asked for dinner, he cried aloud, wee wee. 3 pups lived in a kennel and loved to make a row. And when they meant, may we go out, they said, bow wow, bow wow. A fat little pig lived in a sty. And whenever he was hungry, you know how he cried out for his dinner? Wee, wee. There were 3 little pups who lived in a kennel. A kennel is a doghouse. And they love to make so much noise, create a lot of commotion. And when they wanted to say, can we go out? They used to bark out loudly. Bow wow, bow wow. If all these animals talked as much as little girls and boys, and all of them tried to speak at once, wouldn't it make a noise? Children, can you imagine the amount of sound and noise these animals would create if they knew how to speak like you or me? Wouldn't it be so noisy? Just like it is when you all speak at the same time in the class? Yes, oh it would. So noisy. Now shall we look at the new words? Instead, in place of. For example, Ram and Shyam decided to play badminton instead of cricket. Lack, in need of. For example, the kingdom of Vijayanagara was so rich it did not lack anything. Meant, to mean to say. For example, Rahul meant to say sorry when he held his ears. Row, make a noise. For example, the children in the park were making a row. Sty, a place where pigs are kept. For example, there was a cowshed and a pigsty on the farm. Kennel, a place where dogs are kept. For example, my pet Pluto lives in a small kennel. Shall we now do the exercises? Reading is fun. Let us read these sentences and tell if they are true or false. Are these sentences true or false? A green little frog said quack quack. Now did the frog say quack quack? No, it said croak croak. So this sentence is false. Our next sentence. A little pig loved to make a row. Did the pig make a row? Or was it the puppies? I think it was the puppies. So, this sentence is also false. Let's see the next sentence. A duck only said, croak, croak. Oh, the duck said quack, quack. Again, this is false. Now let's read the last sentence. A pig cried aloud, wee, wee. Yes, now this sentence is correct. So, this is true. Got it? Okay, now let's write. Complete the questions with the words in the box. Shall we first read the words that are in the box? Will, can, what, how, where, when. Alright. Now, using these words, we have to complete the given questions. Alright. Now, what is the first question? Dash is your name. Which word shall we put here? What. Correct. What is your name? Dash old are you? How old are you? Dash do you play? Alright, now this is a tricky one. You can also use when or where or what for this question. Alright, so now let's just write down when. When do you play? Okay. Our next question is, dash do you live? So what can be the answer? Where. Correct. Where do you live? Tick the correct word. Our first sentence, we did not shoot shoot or shout shout in the class. Now what do you think should be the correct word here? Shoot or shout? Yes, shout. So tick shout. Do you like to drink? water, water, voter, water. Which is the correct word here? Water. Very good. So let's tick water. Our next sentence. He, T-I-R-E-D, tired, T-R-I-E-D, tried to climb the tree. So here, which is the correct word? Yes, tried. T-R-I-E-D, tried. So let us tick tried. Next sentence. Will you, P-L-E-A-C-E, P-L-E-A-S-E, please help me. Now the correct word with the correct spelling is P-L-E-A-S-E, please. So tick P-L-E-A-S-E, please. Our last sentence, I can, S-E-E-C, S-E-A-C, with my eyes. So, which is the correct word here? S-E-E-C, that means to look. So that is the correct word. Good. Children, now let us make sentences using the following words. Is. Now, is used for singulars. So, this is my bat. So, bat is a singular noun. So, we use is. Alright. Are. And are is used for plurals. So, these are my bats. Now, bats are plural. So, we use are. And with are, we use these, not this. Okay. So, these are my bats. Have. Have is used with plurals or with special words like I, we, you. Alright. So, let us see the sentence. The children have eaten. Children is plural. So with children, we use have. Okay? Now our next word is has. Has will be used with singular. Okay? So the child has a pet. Child is singular. So we use has. Okay? So the child has a pet. Our last word is had. Now had is the past form of has. Okay? So let us see the sentence. Rama had a toy train. It means she does not have it any longer. Okay? She had it. Children, these are some of the examples that I have given you. You should try to make the sentences on your own. Okay? Good. Write 5 lines on my pet. Now let us assume that we have a pet dog. Alright? So let us write 5 lines on my pet dog. I have a pet dog. His name is Pluto. Pluto is brown in color. He eats chapati and curd. He likes to play with me. Now, if you have any other pet other than dog, it can be a parrot, it can be the goldfish or a naughty cat. Okay, it can be anything. So you can write 5 lines on your pet. Alright, children. Now, children, do you know there is a saying, as wise as an owl? Now, why is that so? Just let's read this poem and find out. The Wise Old Owl. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why can't we all be like that wise old bird? You know that wise old bird, that owl, he lived on an oak tree. And he saw a lot of things, but he spoke very less. And the less he spoke, the more he heard. He heard a lot of things, and that made him very wise. Okay? Because he saw different things, he heard different things, and he did not speak unnecessarily. Okay? So we all should be like the wise old owl. Alright? We should listen more, read more, see more, and talk a little less. Okay? So we just read the poem about the wise old owl who spoke less. Now let us read this picture story about a talkative tortoise. And let's see what happened to him. In the first picture, what do we see? The tortoise is talking to 2 of his friends, the swans. Okay? He wants to go along with them. So, the swans bring a long stick and ask the tortoise to hold the stick with his mouth. And they fly, taking him along. Now the tortoise is so excited to see the world from above because he's never seen the world from above. So he opens his mouth to say something. And what happens? He loses his grip on the stick and falls down. Really sad. Now, was it really necessary for the tortoise to open his mouth? He shouldn't have opened his mouth, right? Especially when he knew that the mouth was holding the stick. That was really foolish of him. So see what happens if you talk unnecessarily, if you talk when it is not needed, you fall into trouble. So this is what we learn from the story. Okay, children? Let's copy and write. Copy each question and then choose the right answer from the red box. One has been done for you. Is the man tall or short? He is tall. Is the woman tall or short? She is short. Is the elephant big or small? The elephant is big. Is the mouse big or small? The mouse is small. Is the tree green or red? The tree is green. Is the house green or red? The house is red. Now children, quickly complete all the exercises in your textbook. I'll be back with my next video very soon. It's based on the story of the grasshopper and the ant. Alright. So till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Good day children.